Can't see you directly behind you.
Okay.
You don't have to see where I am. I'm just mention it. Goofball. It's a goofball. Try to avoid the same scenarios. She is in front of you and you're calling her.
Okay.
Make sure you're calling her from all directions and letting her go. Go more. She's anticipating. She's a shepherd. Hey! Nice. That was nice. Let her go to me all the way. That's good. Okay. Oh, we don't drink from there. Although, what difference does it make? For some city water, this is probably a much better choice. All right, and hold her. Very nice. Where do you want to go, girlie?
What?
She has places to go, people to see. She found something.
Huh?
Might have been Beagle's treats.
Tom? No? Tom? What? Tom?
That's hard for a puppy to go slow and trying to figure out what that is. And she's slowing down. She doesn't know if she's going to stop and she needs to sit or what. So that's why you see that butt go in all kinds of ways. Had a food difficulty. Deliver reinforcement difficult. It's very nice. Very nice. A little too fast reinforcement comes. When you do back and forth, kind of try to see where I am so you actually go back and forth. So it makes sense. Thank you. Good. Awesome. That was a good amount of time and a good timing. And that's a no, not a heel. So when she screws up, we say no. We're not repeating the command. She already knows what she's doing. And she knows what she's not doing. And I wanted to stop then, but I'm letting her run a little longer because she did screw up. So that's the only reason why we keep going with it. Just because we can't stop when something is not perfect. And now we're done.
Okay, let go, yay! Play. Okay. Play.
She loves to scoot over, so you always stop if she's moving on the place.
Okay.
That's good, Natalie. Just the smaller approximations, that's all I'm asking. It's because that's how you introduce the place when it's new one, so that's why we do this kind of video. So the dog understands to go in a place, but anytime you introduce the place, that's how you basically, working on it. So that's the reason why we did we do the video like this, just so you have a perfect idea of where you start with it. And as far as the butt of the dog, she only knows where her front feet are, not like horses. They really don't have too much of the concept unless you actually train in that concept. So I don't really care if her butt is a little bit over. I do care if her front is over, or the side, or whatever. Tangled.
Okay. Boy. Okay. Okay.
Hi, baby! Hi, baby! Okay, baby! Hi! Hi, big baby! Hi, my baby! Hi, baby! Okay, so, in your case, because you do have a submission exciting pain, you really shouldn't be doing this. You should just keep the dog in a place and completely ignore it. Now, it's my job to try to get her off that place, and kind of practice like this. If she doesn't do it for you, because she does not do it for me, if I'm just practicing, then we are putting all the heart. He's a good baby. He's a good baby. Too often.
Okay.
I know she's a puppy, but still, too often reinforcements. Way too often she spoiled the crap out of you, did she? Did she spoil the crap out of you? Yay! Good. So, basically, you need to ignore the dog on the place when anybody comes in and out and practice it between each other. If you don't stop it between each other, you're not going to stop it for other people because it's way too much excitement. So every time anybody else comes in from inside, and you have a large family, so that should be number one thing you're working on, because that will either contain this pee to one spot at the moment, if she's still gonna do it for very much excitement. They usually outgrow it, but the only way to stop it is to completely ignore the dog and don't put too much pressure on the dog. So that's kind of what we're gonna do, but my job is to just make it. She's like, I know. I know. And Natalie still reinforced after I said, please don't. Did she? Did she now? Yes, she did. You can spoil a little baby. And that's the whole point, is she's starting to, once you start working, she's starting to actually looking at the person who is home, not the one who is coming in. So that will help tremendously if you work with her. But that's have to be pretty much every time your door rings, every time you know somebody's coming over. So, and you know, all that. And there's just really no freedom as far as how they come and greet. That you're gonna avoid a whole lot of aggravation on your part. Plus, the dog is just gonna not jump and greet everybody this way. Did I say jump? Did I? I did. We love jumping, don't we? We do. Yeah, we do. She's as cute as a button. Yes, she is. Alrighty. So once she's kind of got over me, now I went down and whatever it is, but if people just passing by, it's a hell of a much easier on her. But for me, I gotta do the hardest part. So after they already passed and she's over, you're just gonna release the dog and go on your day.
Okay. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And you can basically rotate between giving the treats before you put the leashes on or after. Now, we did not tell her to stay. She's free to move. The only thing she cannot do is to step down that ledge. Everything else she can do. We don't care where she is, what she's doing, and whatever that is. So I know there's some people micromanaging and constantly telling to sit and stay and all that stuff when they're coming through the door. My problem with that is the fact that if you accidentally didn't lock it, your dog will break it because there's nobody there to tell him to sit and stay or whatever that is. So having said that, really would like you to just get to the point where she understands the boundary. And the boundary means like we have a little step there. So she can be through that doorway, as you see the doorway, she can be through it, she just can't step down. Now, however, your house is, you have a door, you have a little step there, and you also have a garage. So we're going to figure it out what's the best for you. I'm almost thinking that ledge that you have before you step in your house would be the best, but we kind of have to run it through and see where is her boundary should be at the way your house is. And again, there's no micromanager there. She's happy to see her. She's ignoring her altogether and just passing by. And if you have to, don't pick it up. Just no, Natalie. Okay. She thinks she's gonna stay. Good. So that's about it. If she wants to be there, she can be there. Okay. Well, you stopped,
Yeah.
so you stopped, she went down. And that
Down?
is somewhat automatic now. Sometimes she sits automatically, sometimes she goes down automatically, so praise that because you kind of want that later on. It would be very much useful. But as of right now, we're still telling her.
Yep. Down. Okay. Right down. Oh, come here. Okay. No. Okay. No. Okay. Okay.
Good girl.
No. Okay. Okay. No. Okay.
And we start all the shepherds with the muzzle training. Just looking further for all the medical exams and all that other stuff. She is the sweetest puppy ever, and people's perception is the muzzle is for bad dogs only. However, we just getting her used to it, and we just getting her to be able to. Natalie, good job, and stop. Awesome, awesome. Okay, turn her. Just there you go. Just so we can see how you're taking it all off. It's all good. So this is just a getting her used to it. Very good puppy. Oh, he's a good puppy. He's a good puppy. Whee! Leash a little looser, I need. Please. Like on the other side. There you go. Good. And that's kind of how we like to, for you to practice heel. Because we do those different things like the zigzag, the back and forth, the circles, the corners, and fast and slow. It's pretty much working on a different, um, exercising for the same thing, heel. And why we separate it is because it's easier on the dog and it's easier on you to just do a same pattern. Because usually you get stuck on the street just going forward with nothing else, and that gets really boring. Whoops! So usually it just gets really boring for the dog and you and everybody else, and it just becomes a really not an interesting task. So we kind of make it a 5 exercise out of it, and the dog can be very successful and look forward to certain things. Some of them, especially most of them, like back and forth. The fast and slow. Nobody likes corners unless you're in the military. Then you're good at corners. Oh, she know. She knows she's done. She's like, I know what that means, lady. Just let me go because she said okay. She's a smart little puppy.
Down. Where's your pretty girl? Arya, where's your pretty girl? I see you coming. Oh, she's a pretty baby. Hey, she's a good girl.
And throw them some more. There you go. Keep throwing them. Very nice. And go through some of those stuff too. Yep, you can do that. That's fine. She likes when you throw it, so throw it more, Natalie. Like throw it over her. There you go. Been breaking that forever. There you go. Balls, come. I would do the balls. You almost made it to the crate. I was impressed. Good job. That took forever. That took forever. She really liked them that jumping.
Down.
Okay. Over. 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 Go. Food. Pass off. Hey. Pass off. Pass off. Pass off. Pass off. Good job. Good job. And around. Very good. Hug. Hug. Food. Hug. Food. Food. No? Over. Hey. I know. Nope. Down. And over. Over. Good. Over. Over. Excellent. Food. Come. Food. Mm-hmm. Down. You guys are cute together. Food. All right, we're done. Come.
Down. No. Down. Arya, no.
Good.
Good.
And just pick, no, no. Just pick up the place and then reposition the place. Actually, just pick up all the way and then reposition the place. Very good. All right. And we're not reinforcing her because she does that, but we're going to tell her to go to place. Go ahead. Just skip that step, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Arya, play. Good girl. Okay. Okay, let's go.
That was me making noise. Yeah, that was a pretty big bird of prey, huh? Wow. and this is something that we all have to work on. That's when we just got her from you. That's what she did from a very much beginning. So I'm not sure where she got this from, but it is a big problem, and it's not acceptable for her to move that far. So we all have to work together.
Okay.
Way too fast. Way too fast. You're giving her reinforcements. Break some more. Go get some more. Spread it around.
No. Good. Okay. Arya, please. Hi. How are you? Oh, I'm good. How's you been? How's your family? Oh, great. Mine's doing well too. You figured out to get out of school soon, right? You got about like another week left? Good. How was your semester that you're excited to get out? Yeah. You got any plans for summer? Any special summer vacation plans? Oh, good. Oh, that's great. Oh, well, that's fun. Yeah, so much with me. Nothing, you know, just working, relaxing. Had an adorable dream, such as healthy here. Yeah. Oh, nothing much has been going on. Oh, really? Oh, that's great. Your kids did well in all the classes and everything. Wonderful. Uh-huh. I know, right? Well, if I was down there, if I just stop by, it was really nice to see you, and I'll see you again soon, okay? You have a great day.
This moment is very important because if you're going to release her immediately after you shut the door, then every time you should close the door, she'll just get up. So you have to separate these two things in time. And for her, she anticipates a lot, so we kind of do a little extra sometimes. She's actually better on the outside than she is in the house. She's quite the right in the house, so we do a lot of stays in the house. Alright, and let's start with front feet. and hold one finger at a time. Let her sniff it, that's all good. Okay, you're gonna undo it so you can clip. We only clip in like one nail at a time. So, okay, let me do this. It's because it's not that, it's this one. It's this one. It's the black one down. Whoops.
Black one down? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You got a black hog down, you got a black hog down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, so all we need is tiny little bin. Good. And let's do another one. Normally, the best way to do it is one a day, but we're gonna push it to two. All right, now you're gonna close those clippers, and you're gonna do what we did before. It's with the black one, so you're gonna have to close it and then flip it up or down. That's it. Good. You're good. Now, go with the exercise. No. Same foot. You're gonna tap it, and then you're gonna squeeze each nail. Right? Good job. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna go a little bit overboard with this because she was okay having our her feet touched, but once we start doing this and manipulate for a long time, I mean, we got all kinds of reactions. Pinch, 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 just the nails. Good. And let the foot go. We're done. Let the foot go. That's okay. Second foot. And she can lick, she just can't bite or do anything else. So you're just gonna go with, she can be on the side, so I don't care. Tap, tap, remember that. Okay. And manipulate, there you go. Every finger, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Good. Alrighty. Now let's go to ears, eyes, mouth. Okay. Make sure you see all this inside and just kind of hold it and see inside. Okay. Next ear. Good. Eyes. And always like stop, because if Natalie, not just move. No. Always just stop like you're looking at it, because all you're doing is stop, look at it. Good. Good. Because you got to look at it, or you have to do some kind of thing, so you have to prepare for that. Well, she's still eating, so can you just let her finish eating? Thank you. All right, mouth.
No.
Good. Well, you're kind of in her space versus being, there you go. Because you're pushing her backwards, that's what the problem was. Good. You pushed her neck backwards, she was uncomfortable. Alrighty, now we're gonna position her. We're gonna reposition her side by side to you. There you go. That's okay. Okay. Well, if you got her this way, let's just continue with feet then before we do the brushing. Go ahead. Back foot. And the back feet is important not to, go ahead. I'm just talking through. Not to like rotate uncomfortable way. That's the most important. Just keep it natural, right? Just get to it. Ta-da, ta-da, da-da. Ta-da, da-da. Good. All right, then next one. Keep it natural. Make sure you're not twisting it. There you go. And if you need to reposition her, you reposition her, but it doesn't look like you need it. There you go. Excellent. Good job. Good job. All right, and let's go with brushing, and we're gonna start with the face head. All right, that was fun first time too. We just brush it. let's call it gentle brushing. Extra gentle brushing from Natalie. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, now that's important to get the tail and do some brushing on that. I want you to hold the tail. Good. And just hold the tail. She didn't like it. There you go. Good. All right, and you are done. Woo-hoo! You are so pretty, girl. Whee!